Hi and welcome to my Vegas vlog. So I'm here with my mum and we're here for I think we're staying for 6 nights when we're going on to New York, so it should be really good. We've been here a few nights already, so we've had a really busy time. We've been to see Lenny Kravitz, who was performing in Park MGM. We actually booked that the night that we arrived, and to be honest it was really helpful for the jet lag. We definitely were tired listening to him. Then yesterday we had a little wander about and went to Sadelle's over at the Bellagio for some breakfast, and looked at the botanical garden, which is amazing, the conservatory at Bellagio, and what we did was, because we knew we'd be up early from travel, we booked an early breakfast and went so we could get there before the crowds were there, and so it wasn't too busy. And then later on we did walk past it and it was a lot busier, so that was a good little plan. And then in the evening we went to Planet Hollywood to watch 2 of my favourite bands, one being the Gaslight Anthem and the other Counting Crows, and that was again brilliant. Like, it was really useful and helpful that they were both performing together, so it was like a 2 for 1 for me.
Show me some of the Spanish dances and hey, pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. That's a 1 in a million shot, and even if it does happen, it's over in a year.
And then we've just had a bit of time in the pool, and now today we've got another busy afternoon. We're going to a late brunch / lunch over at the Eiffel Tower at Paris, and then tonight we're going to see the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show. I thought I'd share a few snippets. I wasn't sure whether to, but I decided that I would, because it's nice to look back on as well and record a few bits that we're doing. So come along for the rest of the trip with us and see what else we get up to. It's been a couple of days since I last spoke, and we were on our way then to see Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show, which was really good down at Mandalay Bay. And then after that we played some slots down at Mandalay Bay and then got the tram. There's a free like tram that comes all the way back up to Excalibur, and then just walk back to the hotel. So I've never done that tram before, so that was good. Next day we had a bit of pool time, and for the night we went to Best Friend for tea, which was really good. And yesterday again went to the pool. I'm surprised how much pool we've been able to do considering it's so hot. Spent a lot of time in the pool though, just to cool off. So yeah, yesterday, and then I had a bit of a nap in the afternoon, so I was quite tired. And then after that we went down to the Wynn and had a look around there and a cocktail, and then we went into the Palazzo and Venetian, which is such a big hotel. I've stayed there a few times, so it's always nice to go back. We ate in the Mexican restaurant there, which is right on the canal where the gondolas are, so you've got something to look at. And today is my birthday actually, so we've just had a full-on pool day. My mum paid for us to have the comfy beds, so that was nice. We've never done that before, like the day bed type things. And so we've just been at the pool all day and had some lunch there, and now we're going to Pavette's for tea. But we decided that would be a nice birthday dinner, but also it's our last night in Vegas, so we'll probably play the slots a bit and just maybe have a cocktail or two and just have a good time. But now we're heading then to New York, so it will still be good, and we've still got lots of the trip left. Hi and welcome to my New York vlog. By the time we got here, we just about made it in time to get something from the kitchen, from the bar at the hotel, and then we just had a really good night's sleep. Staying at the Arlo, which is in Midtown. It's a very modern, cool hotel. The room's quite small for two of us and not much storage, but we did know that, and I feel like there was a lot of the New York hotels were like that anyway. So today we are going to go to the Frick Collection. I've booked tickets there. I'm really into the Gilded Age TV show at the moment, and I think that's a bit based around the theme. I think it's like an old Gilded Age house that's been transformed. I'm not 100%. And then I think we're going to go to Strawberry Fields and hopefully the Plaza, and probably some other bits and pieces along the way. I've been to New York before, but my mum hasn't. We're only here for a short time, so we want to make the most of it, which is why we decided to stay in Midtown, so that hopefully a few other things are a bit closer, easier for us to get around. But we've got a great view this morning, so this is the view of New York. once again haven't been that good at documenting what I've been up to on this vlog, and I'm getting ready to actually pack and go home, but I still thought it'd be good to share what we've been up to. So the first day we got here was boiling hot, and we went to the Frick collection, which I loved. It's in like an old house, which I think all museums would be good to be in something like that, because that was part of it. Of course it had some great artwork, and we walked to Strawberry Fields to see that memorial for John Lennon, saw Dakota House, didn't see Yoko but gave her a wave, and then we went for champagne at the plaza and just kind of meandered them back. I did want to go to the library and it was shut by the time we sort of were passing, so we ate just at a restaurant at Byron Park outside, and they had some live music, which some of it sounded a bit odd but it was alright. And then the next morning we did yoga on the roof here at the hotel. I'm staying at the Arlo in Midtown, and then I went up to Washington Heights to a poetry event, which was one of the reasons for booking New York. That was absolutely amazing. And then I came back, went to the rooftop here again for drinks, and we went to Oscar Wilde for tea at night, which was really nice. And it's kind of a really cool place. It's all decorated like an Alice in Wonderland vibe, and the food was really nice, and yeah, it was just such a lovely evening. And yesterday, which was our last full day, again it was still red hot, the weather, and we decided to do the hop on hop off bus, so just to see a bit more of the city. We was not been here for very long, and with it being extra hot for walking about, it's not my favourite thing, but it was alright. It's just doing, I don't know, you just like herded around, but it was good to see things. And then we realised though that our ticket wasn't actually an all-day ticket, so we didn't get on and off as much as we maybe would have done, but we did get off at 9:11 and saw that memorial. And then we didn't do too much after, once we'd got back, just relaxed for a bit, and I went on a little mission to a shop to get some fragrance on the, like literally it's on the next street, this really cool little boutique. And then in the evening we went back to the rooftop bar, and then we went down, because actually the happy hour is in the bar downstairs, but then it rained, so that was a good decision because everybody had to come downstairs, and it absolutely teamed it down for a bit. And then we went to, last night we went to another restaurant, got an Uber to called Smith and Walensky, which was a really nice New York steakhouse. We just wanted like something that we thought might give that traditional vibe, and that did, and it was so nice. The steak was amazing, and we had mac and cheese, which was really good, and onion rings, which sometimes I find are not that great, but these ones were amazing. They were more like crispy, and yeah, just they were delicious. And then the guy gave us a free cheesecake because Mum said she liked the sound of it but didn't want to have it because we were full. But then anyway, they brought it, and it was like a proper New York cheesecake, and again that was nice. So it's just nice that we've had some real New York, what you'd say, food. Oh, and I forgot that yesterday for lunch, as we were walking back, we'd been to Times Square, and just near our hotel we found like a proper deli, you know, so we had like that sell like the pastrami sandwiches and those kind of things. We had brisket, and we shared it, and that was so nice as well. So we've done pretty good for food. The one thing we haven't had yet is pizza, so I am desperately gonna go and find some before we catch the flight. And we haven't actually had a New York bagel, but we did have one in Vegas, so I guess that counts. This morning then I've got up, and the weather is much cooler. It's like 10 degrees cool. Finally went to the New York Library, which is an amazing building. Had a little walk. I'm really sad to be going home after a really good trip, but we've done Vegas, we've done New York, and now it's time for home. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.